morning, everyone. It's great to be starting on time. So good morning and welcome. It's nice to see so many people here, and thanks for coming. My name's Michael Bleasdale, and I'm the CEO of the New South Wales Home Modification and Maintenance Services State Council. And I'm pleased to open today's workshop, Planning for Change, Adapting Our Systems. The purpose of the workshop is to bring together people who work in the HMMS sector to discuss how we can best address and prepare for the profound changes which are taking place in both the aged care and disability sectors in Australia. And by the end of today, we will have heard the most up-to-date information about how these sectors will operate in the immediate and the longer term. We'll have learnt about how home modifications and home maintenance are likely to be provided in the future to people who are increasingly going to be living at home and having services delivered there. We'll have asked questions about how our services are to operate in the lengthy period of transition before we get to the fully operational national aged care and disability schemes. And we'll have had the chance to have a conversation amongst our sector about the changes we need to make in our services to ensure that we can meet the immediate and longer term challenges that these changes bring. This is the first event that we've organised for our members and those who have an interest in the future of home modifications and maintenance since we moved our operations to Sydney in July 2013. A lot has changed in the last year. As you can see, our logo has changed. We're still the New South Wales HMMS State Council, but we'll shortly be making the change to become a national organisation, Home Modifications Australia. And with this ahead of us, it's fitting that this event is all about our sector responding to changes which are truly national in their reach. Today's proceedings will be facilitated by Glenn Sorensen. Glenn will introduce our speakers this morning and facilitate the question and answer session. Now, before I ask Auntie Cheryl to come up and give her welcome to country, I'd like to thank everyone who's made the event possible. Firstly, the speakers who are going to inform us and answer our questions this morning, the staff who've pulled this all together, particularly Ray and Natasha, but also the rest of the staff team, all of whom are here today and will be assisting us throughout, and will be distinguished by these lanyards that we've got around us. If you need anything, just come to a member of staff. Also the State Council and Executive who've given me guidance in the first 4 months of my role here. And very importantly, you for being here and participating in the proceedings. I know that you'll find it beneficial. Now, parts of the day are going to be video recorded so that we can upload the important content onto our website to access at a later date. Please, can you talk to any member of staff if you don't want to appear in the video? We'll be recording the talks by our guests, followed by the question and answer session. And in the afternoon, the opening talk will be recorded, and the final summing up will also be captured on the video. On the programme, you'll see that after our speakers, we'll break for morning coffee at 11 o'clock, which will be served in the room where you registered just to the right here. And lunch and afternoon tea will also be served in that room. I'd like to point out that we're assisting our colleagues at Meals on Wheels today to promote their Cuppa for a Cause Day, which happens to be on the same day as this event. And so we've set up some donation tins close to where the tea and coffee is being served. And before I finish, I'd like to acknowledge the ongoing support and funding that we receive from the New South Wales Department of Family and Community Services, Ageing, Disability and Home Care. And just a bit of housekeeping. Our toilets, I think you've probably come across them, they're in the same room as the registration. And when you have coffee later, I do encourage you to use the balcony. The balconies are all available to us for our use in the breakouts. And finally, just please turn off your mobiles. So I'd like to now introduce Auntie Cheryl Lomas, who's going to give us the welcome to country. Auntie Cheryl tells me that she established the first disability advocacy group for Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander people here in New South Wales. So please welcome Auntie Cheryl.